Fortnite is experiencing one of its most chaotic weekends in a while, probably since the roadmap. With the release of a massive annual Christmas event to this collab somehow making it into the game, that's not even the craziest thing, as Renegade Raider is rumored to be coming back to the Fortnite item shop tomorrow. Now you're probably thinking, we have heard this so many times before. We had it with Kratos, we had it with Travis Scott, so what makes this situation any different? Well, just hours ago, the item shop images for both Renegade Raider and Aerial Assault Trooper were updated. They were given LEGO styles which they've never had before, and Aerial Assault Trooper was given an item shop image that we have never seen, like they made a brand new one for him. So shit, that's kind of a lot of evidence. It's become pretty clear to a lot of people recently that Epic are slowly caring less and less about items being exclusive. We had the whole incident where Epic made it that any battle pass from mid-chapter 5 onwards could return in the item shop at a later date, and that got people pretty worried that with the permanent OG mode, Epic would bring back skins like Renegade Raider, which now is a pretty valid concern. So is it wrong to bring back these skins which people thought were going to be exclusive? Well, there's an image here that shows Epic kinda never said these items were exclusive, but I don't know if that image is real, and I also don't think the players' morals are really going to interfere with Epic's decision to do with this. So the thing that I'm more interested in is what else could be coming back. Well, the Out West emote, which hadn't been in the game for ages, just came back. Travis Scott's skin got updated to now support kicks, and there's an emote in the files that looks really similar to his modern jam dance. I understand that last one is kinda coping, but if he was to come back, that would be really exciting. Back to that battle pass thing we were talking about earlier, Renegade Raider coming back technically doesn't break any rules. She wasn't actually part of a battle pass. I mean, it was kind of basically the same thing as a battle pass for season 1, but it was actually just called the season shop. And unfortunately, there's nothing stopping Epic from bringing this character back. I mean, clearly the OG community are very pissed off. I mean, look at all these tweets. And not that this will please them, but I would assume Epic will give like a rare style to the OG owners. They did this with the Paradigm, they did it with Skull Trooper and Gold Trooper, and over time, people got over it. And another point I'd like to add too, the people who do buy Renegade Raider will pretty quickly realize it's not that amazing of a skin. Who do you really see rocking Gold Trooper unless it's the pink style? Probably not many people, but you know, I could be wrong. I suggest subscribing to the channel down below if you're enjoying the video, so you can also come back in a few months and see if people are still wearing this skin. But I mean, I really reckon the hype will die out once everyone buys it. So if you are an OG player who does own Renegade Raider, I do understand why this is kind of frustrating, but you can't really be mad at Epic for it. As I've said, as far as I'm concerned, they never actually said anywhere that this skin is not going to come back. I think they said they were thinking about it, but they never confirmed anything. And obviously, a skin like this is going to sell like hotcakes. Like, it'd kind of be stupid for them not to do it, especially with OG coming back, and you know, their remixed version of Renegade Raider obviously didn't sell nearly as much as the actual Renegade Raider would. So from a business point of view, I get it, and from an OG player point of view, I also get it. But once you get your OG style, it should be fine. I would assume if the Renegade Raider does come back with this sort of OG shop, you will still have to level up quite high. I mean, I remember seeing something about 2 million XP or something like that to get the third reward. So maybe there's a strategy there. Epic is saying, hey, if you play heaps and get a bunch of XP, you can get the OG Renegade Raider. So this new shop will actually work quite similarly to how the OG season shop did, which is again why people think it makes a lot of sense for Renegade Raider to come back in that. But who knows, it could be a totally new skin or like a remixed chapter 1 skin. The background for this OG shop was also leaked, and it looks, I mean, really similar to how the old shop used to look. And I think what Fortnite's going for here is a general idea that in Fortnite you can be whoever you want and kind of do whatever you want. That's why they made it that any battle pass from a season after chapter 5 season 3 can come back, because otherwise they'd be gatekeeping a lot of iconic collabs, and people want to play as those iconic collabs in a bunch of modes. Those modes being Festival, Lego, Ballistic, Battle Royale, also adding to that idea that you can do anything you want as any character you want. Again, I'm not saying this is a good or bad thing. I'm not a super OG player. I mean, I am chapter 1 season 3, but I didn't get Renegade Raider or any of the OG, you know, season shop skins, because I obviously didn't play that early. But I think it's definitely quite an interesting and controversial step in the direction of the metaverse, and I'll be really interested to see what happens if Renegade Raider does drop tomorrow. I'll have another video dropping soon talking about how all the recent collabs in Fortnite seem like kind of just slop, but it's kind of adding to this idea of who you can be whoever you want in Fortnite. But until then, cross your fingers if you're an OG player, and I guess we'll see what happens when the item shop resets tomorrow.